Hi everybody, it's Treasure Goddess Christine from treasuregoddess.com, and I'm here to talk about how to maintain your most important tools. These, your hands, your wrists, your forearms. Stick around, I've got 5 super awesome easy stretches and 1 super bonus at the end. Let's keep these babies crafting and creating for you for years to come and minimize the amount of pain, and that way you don't have to get sidelined with an injury. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not promising anything medical, but these exercises and stretches have helped me have a massively obsessive amount of crafting and creating using my hands over the last 12 to 15 years. Let's get started. Okay, exercise number 1 is stop in the name of love. I'm sorry, I'm singing, I can't help it. You're gonna put your hands straight out in front of you, okay? You're gonna use your other hand to gently pull, give a little bit of resistance. This is also called a wrist flexor stretch. And then you will shake it out, put your other hand up, okay, like at a 90-degree angle, whatever that is, pull back a little bit. You should feel the stretch along in your forearms. Really feels great. Do this, repeat it, go gently, shake out between the exercises. Stretch number 2 is gonna be magic hands, okay? We are gonna take your hands and say, ta-da! And if you say it, it helps. Ta-da! And you stretch out your fingers and your hands as hard as you can. And then you squeeze into the fists. And then you shake, 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 shake it off. Stretch, squeeze, shake, shake, shake. I like to repeat this maybe about 5 or 6 times, and it just feels so good. You're gonna feel this in your hands, front and back, and even in your wrists as well. Okay, stretch number 3 is going to be gentle circles with your wrists. Hold your hands out in front of you and go in one direction and then turn the other way. So we are going gently around and around, and we're going back and forth. Do this for, as long as it feels good. Maybe 15, 30 seconds of it, but make sure you're going in both directions. This will really help relax the tendons and the other things in your wrist. We want to keep that carpal tunnel away. No carpal tunnel. So stretch number 4, I'm going to sit down so you can see a little better, but I actually recommend that you stand up and really get to where you can move, but this way you can see me. This one is the jazz hands. You're going to put your hands in the air like you just don't care, and then back and forth. You're going to twist your arms around, twist and twist and twist and rotate and fling those fingers out, and then relax. And then again, put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Woo! And then twisty, 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 and you're shaking them out. Shake your shoulders out. Yes. And again, it helps when you go, yes. I really think it helps. You're getting all of that stretch. Put your whole body into it. This is going to get blood pumping. It's going to get the arms moving and just shaking things out after you've been using them. You see athletes doing that all the time. It's a great plan. Yes. Okay, stretch number 5. And stick around because there's a super bonus at the end. Stretch number 5 is to give yourself a hug. Arms wrapped around yourself. Alternate which hand is on top. You see Michael Phelps and all of the swimmers would really get into this. They'd lean over, they'd shake, and they're smacking the heck out of themselves, That's a great way to loosen up your back, your shoulders, your arms. They're all throughout your entire arm. But you can also just go gently and give a good squeeze. But do alternate whichever arm is on top. Squeeze and hug and give yourself a little love. You're a creator. You're doing all these amazing things. Awesome. Repeat that as long as it feels good. And now my super, super bonus. If you take nothing else away from you, please think about doing this. Your head up here is a heavy, big, heavy thing. And so many of us, when we're crafting, we thunk it forward and we're working like this. We're knitting, we're crocheting, we're leaning over, we're hunched over a sewing machine, we're hunched over all of the tools. Well, when you feel this head thunk forward, it is putting a lot of weight and you are no longer aligned with your spine how you should be. What you can do instead, tuck your chin and you can see in front of you. Look at the difference between thunk forward, working, 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 hunching, hunching, and all this tightening up here versus sitting up with my shoulders back and down and just tucking my chin back, pulling it down a little bit. I am not doing anything else. My head is much more aligned. All of this weight is not pulling forward and putting extra pressure on my upper back and lower back. It's kind of amazing. And I swear, again, I'm not a doctor. I am not an esthetician, beautician, whatever, but I swear it's going to give us better necks anyway, instead of all those, humpty. Texture next from the kids. Same thing, if you've got teenagers, tuck their chin instead of hunching over like this to work on their phone. Huge. If I have a stretch that I've missed that works for you, let me know in the comments. I would love to know what things you do to maintain your health, your vitality, and your creativity with these awesome tools.